Salute Raider Nation. Salute to all the people in the Raider Nation. Cortez with my boy Dark right here. I know we haven't had our show for a minute. Just excuse for the back noise. We just haven't been doing shows for a minute. Cortez been living his life, a good life. Like I recently moved, like almost 4 months ago now. It's a very nice. Like I love it where I'm at now. Some things are gonna be moving in the right direction soon. I just want to talk about my boy AP. And salute to you, Dark. Long time no on a show with you for a minute. The last time I think was my birthday. Let's just get to the business.
What up, Cortez and everybody?
Yep.
Good to be here. Well, let's get the show going.
Yeah,
Sorry.
bro. If you guys all seen the thumbnail, that's a legit AP signature. Um, I met him up in Seattle, going on 2 years this coming Thanksgiving weekend. So, what's your input, Dark?
Well, I was always on board on hiring AP.
Yeah, both of us.
Um, I think what I really wanted was him to be supported, have a good coaching staff, and luckily we hired Marvin Lewis, and that's going to help out AP with all his figuring coach out stuff.
Yep.
I'm really excited to see the future of the team.
Yeah, bro, and I want to see who's gonna be the OC. I kind of like Kingsbury with the OC tag, because our running game will be on tight, or just our whole offense, and get a mobile. That's what I want, a mobile quarterback. It's time for us to have a mobile quarterback.
All right, so before we head to that, stick with the OC part first. Let's
the
do the
OC?
OC first, yeah.
Man, Kingsbury's my number one. That's my guy.
Okay.
I know Al wants Greg Roman, but Greg Roman's done over. He's old. I'm cool with him. I want somebody that's young.
Yeah, me too. Something innovative, you know?
Yeah.
New, but with experience, you know?
Yeah, something like Kingsbury has head coaching experience. He might have not been a good head coach at the time, but at least he has that experience to help AP if he needs it.
Right. I mean, the good thing about Kingsbury, he got experience with Mahomes, all these
Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams. He's the quarterback coach there.
So it tells you that he knows how to, bring out the best out of his players.
Yep. Salute to the person up in the chat. Thank you for showing up to the show.
Kingsbury.
Yeah, what were you gonna say, Dark?
Other than that, I think. Sorry, guys, if there's an echo on my behalf. I try to.
Nah, bro, I ain't tripping, bro. It's our first time back. We'll fix this sooner or later. And just sorry that I'm not on camera either because I don't have my laptop. My laptop's charging. Because before I moved, I think I told you I broke it, didn't I? Charger. So I'm using somebody else.
Oh yeah, something like that.
Yeah, bro. But let's go, man.
So when it comes to quarterbacks, what do you think is going to fit well? But first, I think we have to.
I just want to see who's the OC first.
Yeah, exactly. Still, it's kind of.
So my big opinion. I don't know if you. I haven't even talked about this. Like I'm a Jalen Daniels. Penix is my guy. I watched him for 2 years already, and since Washington, since his first year in Washington, he's a dog, man. He got that arm talent. He could run. He showed it in the semifinal championship game against Texas. That guy got some wheels. But the only problem that people's gonna say is because of his 2 torn ACLs that he's had, but the guy still could run after the 2 torn ACL. But I'm a Jalen Daniels fan too, and it works perfect. If Kingsbury comes here, it works gender talent.
Yeah, I'm on the Penix train too. I'm on board with that. I've seen this guy throw. You know, he has a powerful arm, and he throws with his left hand. He's very accurate, long throws. He's not afraid to take hits. He runs really good.
And the other crazy thing too, going back to Penix has like a Devontae Adams receiver. That's what they're projecting. Romeo Odunze, that's his number one go guy. But they had over at Washington Huskies, they had 3 number one receivers. Jalen Poe was the other 2. That was like a number, like they had one of the best receiving tandems in the college ranks. Right. Over Alabama, over LSU, over Michigan. But it's just people figured out Penix and they pressured. And Penix is not great under pressure. Sometimes he folds. But I'm still a Penix fan regardless. Like, I've been watching this dude for the last 2 years and killed it this year. And plus, he was the runner-up to Jalen Daniels. I feel like he should have won the Heisman, but it just depends.
Do you think he's going to make it to past the first round?
Just depends. Who, Jalen Daniels or Penix? Penix may be there in the second round.
I agree. Yeah, exactly. What's up, Holly?
Salute, Holly. One of these days, I got to talk to you behind the scenes and talk some stuff with you, but thank you for showing up. Tall Jalen Daniels.
Yeah, that's the guy that are willing to move up to the number one spot. And
and a little bit, I'm going to talk about some free agents that would work on our defense that we may get to. Yeah, Caleb Williams is crybaby, Holly. Like, I'm cool off Caleb Williams. If he doesn't get his way, he cries. I'm good.
Yeah, he reminds me of Cortez, Holly.
Oh, there you go with that junk again.
Yeah, shut up, Cortez. Grow up.
Yeah, no, I'm good, bro. Like, I changed my shit. I've been away from YouTube for a while. Just living my life. Like I have told you guys at the beginning, YouTube's not my go-to. Like, YouTube is just for fun for me. And, like, the subs, like, I care less. Like, the subs could come when they want to.
I'm kind
of... Holly, he's going to be the assistant head coach, I believe. He's going to oversee. He's going to be like a Rob Ryan type of coach, the assistant. And he's more of a defensive mind coach than offense.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder what kind of role he's going to take on this team.
He's going to have the Rob Ryan role most likely, and I think they may keep Rob Ryan but move him to linebacking coach. That's my own opinion.
I thought Rob Ryan was just taking care of the defensive side.
He is. He was overseeing, like, helping Patrick Graham out. And that's what Lewis is going to do. But they may move Rob Ryan because before he came back to the Raiders and Baltimore, he was the linebacking coach.
Oh yeah, are you willing to eat crow for that, brother?
Yeah. I'm willing to. Like, I never was a big fan of Kuntz, even when he came into the Raiders. Like, but that guy, just pair him. And I'm going to love it. If we get going to free agent, if you want to turn to that way, I got a player that we could talk about that will make the whole defense have Leonard Williams with Mad Max, Leonard Williams, Tyree Wilson, and Malcolm Kuntz. That's a dangerous combination right there because we'll have a nose tackle or a tackle that we could use. And then have Tyree Wilson, man. That'd just be Tyree Wilson will be wonders as a defensive tackle.
Holly really wants Chris Jones.
I think Chris Jones gonna go back though.
Yeah, I don't see him going anywhere else, but with the Chiefs, I don't know. What do you
Hey,
think?
hey! Shout out to me and Dark talking about my boy Zamir White. That's my guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I
And
think
the
you and I
crazy
will be
thing
only.
too, since I've been gone, I have two Zamir White number cards and autographs of Zamir White on football cards. Like I've been away too. I've been just like
Yeah,
been
people seem
quiet.
to forget that it was you and I who were really like
Yeah.
hopping on that Samir White train. But
Yep.
it's okay. We're always here to remind people that we
Yeah,
remember.
Sister Holly, they both could kick rocks. I'm cool with moving off of or James and Illuminor. I'd rather see my boy Theo Munford at right side,
Mm.
or maybe moving Colton Miller to the right side and keeping Munford on the left, because Colton Miller's kind of going. That he's older player. Like I'd rather see that combination if we could do that. Swap them around. And we need two guards because Parham most likely is going to be our center. So we're going to need two new guards.
Well, I think we could definitely address the offensive line
Yeah.
during the free agency.
Yep.
And I guess like most of our draft picks could be on obviously the quarterback.
We could get some free agents, and because of AP, I'm going to say this right now. Because of AP's head coach, there's going to be a lot of players wanting to come over here and play for us now. Because we got we're back to the Raider way, not the Patriots way. We're back to the Raiders.
Right.
There's gonna be a lot of players that's gonna want to play for Antonio Pierce, and the way it looks like how it's coming, it's the same way as Dan Quinn. No, not Dan Kent. Dan Campbell, isn't it?
Yes.
Dan Campbell. That's our AP is our Dan Campbell.
Yes.
And I'm cool with it. And I've been a fan of AP since I met the dude in person at the Seahawks game. Like he came out like I'm like, AP, can you sign my mini helmet? He's like, yeah, give me the pin. So he signed it, and it's legit.
That's awesome, dude. You gotta take me with you one of these days.
I know, bro. Bro, I was really wanting to go back to Seattle this year, but we're playing the Rams this coming year.
Oh, the Rams.
Yeah, in LA.
This could be an interesting game.
Yeah.
Another home game, by the way.
Yeah, another home game. Hey, another thing that I want to salute Malcolm Breezy. There's another thing that I want to talk
So, brother,
about.
what's on
There's
your mind?
one more. Since AP, I don't know if you guys seen the last game of the season. It was mostly Raider fans in that stadium, in our home. So moving forward, it's going to be more Raider fans in the stadium. They're not going to be selling tickets no more because AP is the guy for the team. And we don't know how big his or how many years his contract is, but at least Mark listened to us and players like the name big players, even Hall of Famers he listened to.
Yeah, I hope you traded him well and gave him like a 4-year deal.
A 2 year deal. And
Okay.
if after the first year he does good and we win playoff game, give him another 3 year extension. Give him a 3 year extension with a
I
little bit
say
more.
give him a 4-year deal with a 2-year option.
Give him a 2 year deal worth $4 million each year, and if he gets to the head to be playoff, make a playoff win, get him up to get him to like 8 million a year. So
That's fair.
yeah, just give him.
That's a big increase. But
Yeah, Marky Mark finally woke up. Listen.
yeah, he got tired of hearing Cortez on YouTube.
Oh shit. Yeah. I'm not. Speaking of the devil, Our boy Al Ghost is there. What's up, Al?
What's
Salute,
up,
Al. Nothing. The
Cortez,
band's back.
Dark?
It's the
So
Dark
welcome to
Ghost
both.
Cortez show.
Hey, Dark. It's nice to see that Cortez is out his feelings finally.
Nah, bro. Al,
yes,
you know
yes.
I've been away, just chilling, living my life, bro. Like,
Yeah, dude, you've been hating on me and Dark in the background, dude. It's all good
Yeah.
though. We're
Yes,
still
sir.
here.
you guys go with this stuff, this nonsense. Nah. I just.
All right, Cortez, we forgive you, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah. So give me your opinion. We've been talking for a minute. Al
Yeah.
just joined. So how you
Yeah,
feeling?
dude. Nah, dude, I'm pumped about the hire. I think it was about time. They were like thirsting us for a while, right? I thought
Mhm.
this announcement was going to happen
Oh
earlier in
yeah.
the week.
One more thing that I want to throw out. I seen up on Twitter.
Fucking
This is to the
Cortez.
ghost.
Hey, let him finish. Hold on.
All right.
Let him
All right.
finish.
Finish.
Go
I was wondering how long it would take, Dark, but it's all good.
ahead. I'm here,
No,
here to tell him
no,
out, bro. Go ahead.
No, I'm super pumped about the hire. I think AP was the right guy. We've tried to experiment with hiring big name coaches, and they just haven't panned out for us in recent years. Um, and AP's a leader. He's got the voice of the locker room.
Mhm.
A lot of people say, hey, he doesn't know the X's and O's. He hasn't been a coordinator in the league, etc. But I don't think that you need that in the head coaching position. I think you need a guy who could rally the troops. And then, I trust him to hire the right folks,
Mhm.
the right position coaches, the right coordinators to move us in the right direction. I think we saw it earlier today. He fired Bo Hardigree, right? We thank Bo
Mhm.
Hardigree for what he did. He got us to 5-4 the last 9 games with AP, but he's obviously not ready for the big show, for the big situation. And
Oh
so they
yeah.
fired him.
Hey, Cortez, can you mute yourself for a little bit? Thank you.
So they fired Bo Hardigree, and I think that's a good sign, right? Not wishing
Mhm.
Bo Hardigree anything negative, but he's obviously not ready for the big times.
Right.
And now it's, focusing on how is he going to build out his coaching staff. Hopefully Patrick Graham comes back. Hopefully he's able
But
to
that.
take
Hey,
this defense
let
a
me
step
jump
even
in
further.
that real quick. So
Just like,
the only way that I see Patrick Graham leaving if he gets a head coaching job.
yeah, or if he gets paid more elsewhere. But just to finish up real quick, I think AP was the right guy. I think he'll build out his coaching staff. I think Marvin Lewis is going to be there in the building in some kind of capacity, which I think is a good sign. Don't get
Right.
it twisted, guys. For a long time, when Marvin Lewis was with the Bengals, he had
He's
the
a
Bengals
good
in the
ass team.
playoffs. He had the Bengals in the playoffs pretty much every year. He didn't win a playoff game, which is a problem, but
Mhm.
he had them going into the playoffs every single year. And I think AP is surrounding himself with experienced guys. Also, don't forget about Tom Coughlin. He's on the phone with Tom Coughlin like every day, getting pointers from, a multiple time winning head coach.
Right.
By the way, shout out Holly. So I think AP is smart enough to know what he doesn't know.
Mhm.
And at the end of the day, he knows that he can't run the team all by himself, right? So he's going to make the appropriate hires to really win and make an excellent coaching staff. So overall, I'm pumped. I'm Team AP.
All
You know,
about
I'm gonna put a bid for a '64 Impala, and I'm ready to go, guys.
let's roll.
Let's do it.
Cortez is still waiting for his driver's license, but yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Sure.
there's another thing. There's something behind the scenes I think's about to happen too. I talked to you about it earlier, Dark, about the GM slash
Oh
president
yeah.
of players operation.
Right.
Man, let's see if both Ed Dobbs and Champ Kelly could work together. That would be a good tandem to have both of them.
So actually, I could understand the appeal of having Dodds and Kelly, almost be like joint GMs, have one be assistant and have one be the head guy. But I personally would just like one or the other because decision making gets all jacked up in
Oh
that way,
no,
right?
so maybe Ed Dobbs could be the president of players operation because that's in between ownership and GM. So he would
So
be up.
so maybe that could be a possibility, but ultimately I want one guy to be the GM, and to be honest, I'm like team Champ Kelly. Like, let's give the job to Champ
Yeah,
Kelly. A lot of people say, hey, he doesn't have GM experience.
but
Same with
look
AP,
what he
right?
did, and look what he did.
Yeah, but same with AP, right? The argument is, hey, these guys don't have either GM or head coaching experience. But at the end of the day, someone has to give these guys the opportunity, right? It's not like Bill Belichick, for instance, came out of the womb like 60, 70 years ago and was automatically a head coach. Like that dude had to actually like go through the hoops, had to jump through a bunch of obstacles to eventually become a head coach. I mean, he was a position coach, defensive
Who?
coordinator. I'm talking about Bill Belichick. So like
Oh
my
yeah.
point is like no one automatically becomes a head coach. You know what I mean? Someone has to be the first team to give that person the opportunity to either become head coach or GM. And so I think Champ Kelly's ready for the job. The guy's been scouting since 2007, guys. He's been scouting pretty much like as long as Cortez has been alive. Like the dude's been fucking scouting for a minute.
Fucking
Yeah.
So
Cortez will be a fuck, man.
Cortez was wearing diapers back in back in that
fuck,
day.
Nah,
he
fuck no.
he was fucking eating Gerber and shit, dude. Just applesauce.
And Ritz cookies or
Yeah,
crackers.
Yep. I bet Rich is pissed off, cause
yeah, dude. And no, that's a great point, Holly, because I actually think that Mark went this direction because let's be honest, like
Mhm.
going, we'll never know, right? Because it's like a what if, because we'll never know. But it's obvious that hiring Josh McDaniels was a mistake. Like that was a mistake. We'll never know if hiring Rich Bisaccia would have been the right move. I
Mhm.
think it would have, because it's one of those things. It's like a what if. We don't actually know for sure because it didn't happen. But I
Mm.
think Mark realized that it was a mistake not to hire Richie B. And then now, when he has a locker room guy, homegrown guy, effectively, he didn't want to let him go. And I think he made the right choice. And ultimately, it's like the less risky move for him,
I,
right? Because let's say he goes ahead and hires Harbaugh. Harbaugh could crash and burn just like McDaniels did. Who knows? Obviously, Harbaugh has like an established track record, so the likelihood of that happening is not high. But I do think that AP is the right guy for the job. And, there's something to be said, dude. He's a Raider through and through. He's a fucking Raider through and through. Go ahead, Dark.
yeah. So to counter that argument that you're saying that Ritz B, we don't know, but I think Mark Davis saw the future, which was, what are we going to do with this quarterback? The situation where we've been with this guy for a long time, and if we keep Rich, obviously he's going to build a team around him like we haven't done that before. One was nearly a century. So the right thing was to do what? To bring someone who was capable in that field, to evaluate Derek Carr in and out. And obviously he failed at his position at his job, but everybody's going to disagree with that. But I think that was the point of bringing in someone else with experience and to evaluate the whole team again. And we know that Josh McDaniels sucks, but at least we got to witness that a veteran quarterback couldn't manage to grip the simple concept of this offense when a rookie was doing it very well out there this year. Um, so hey, I think that was the right thing not to do, not to hire him at that time. It opened up this lane of opportunity now, and we're here now. So AP, I'm with him all the way.
I'm behind AP. You guys know that since I met the dude. Like I said earlier, Team AP. Let's go.
But Cortez has met everyone, dude. He met Al Davis back in the day, too. Shit.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's inside his daddy's sack.
funny, funny, funny. So,
Nah, but for real,
so,
Cortez, but for
so,
real, what would
so,
you, Cortez? So, question
what?
for you, dude. Question for you. So, were you team AP as when he was interim or after the season? Like after
No,
this or during the season?
before everything.
Because I haven't heard from you in like 2 months, dude. So I don't know if you were for him.
Bro, I've been gone since my birthday. Like, I don't do YouTube
Like,
that often.
hey, Dark, I don't know if this fool was doing time or what, but he was just
Yeah.
gone for like a minute.
Who
I don't
knows?
know. He was doing a
Cortez
vacation
might.
up at Corcoran or something, dude.
He's on
Like, I don't
parole
know.
now, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, I just got out.
Fuck, damn, dude.
Shit. Cortez be doing
Some
crazy.
illegal action.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was. You know me. I'll be honest with you, Ghost. I was in the middle of. In the beginning, I was for it, and then I started seeing the offense struggle. I was like, man, it's gonna take someone to come and help him out. And luckily, he made the call. He called Marvin Lewis, or someone got a hold of him, and they started opening that the playbook, and we started getting a little.
And the crazy thing is, too, like, it was hard for Bo Hardegraves because he had to come up with kind of his own plays and still use the plays that were
That's
designed
what I'm
for
saying, because
him.
he's inexperienced, so he needed to find
Yeah.
someone who can help him out, and luckily, he knows he's connected.
Marvin Lewis is type of a defense coach, though, mostly.
But there are rumors, or not rumors, but reports that he actually took a look at his, the playbook and started helping them out to figure
Yeah.
things out.
Hey
Yeah.
guys, for offensive coordinator, and I mentioned this to Cortez. I actually
No,
want
no,
Greg
bro.
Roman. Greg Roman, dude.
Greg
No,
Roman?
Greg
no,
Roman.
bro.
No,
He's
Roman.
outdated.
You do understand, like he actually won, assistant coach of the year back in 2019. He was offensive coordinator with the Ravens. He's really,
What
really big
happened?
on
Did
build.
they fire him?
Yeah, he got fired. Yeah, he got replaced. But everyone gets fired. That's a thing. Not for
Yeah.
long. You know, that's the NFL. Not for long.
Yeah.
But I think he's a solid offensive
But
coordinator.
that's
And
but that's a freaking Jim Harbaugh offense.
exactly.
Oh,
But this is the thing, right? So this is the thing. So what has since AP took over? What did he say? He said that he was going to emphasize the running game and really make us really strong in the running game, right? Greg Roman is all running, like building a bully. He's all about building a bully. And
Yeah.
I think that that's going to be our identity going forward.
why?
Top defense, elite running game, and you don't need. So this is actually going to probably like set people off in the chat or whatever. You don't need an elite quarterback or even a top quarterback to win
That's my guy,
necessarily.
girl. Salute, girl.
So,
Salute
G,
Mike G.
My G.
Like you don't actually need a top flight quarterback to win. There's different ways to skin a cat, right? I'm sure you guys have heard that saying.
yeah.
If we have a top defense, if our defense continues to improve, I was seeing the defensive rankings ever since AP took over. We were like top 2, top 3 in like several categories, and actually top 1 in a number of categories. So if we keep the consistency on the defensive side of the ball, which by the way, I didn't know this, guys, Kuntz and Crosby actually combined for the most pressures in the NFL. That's fucking crazy. So we found, essentially the other side of the defensive line. We found Kuntz. So Kuntz is going to pair up really well with Max Crosby, which I think they should. By the way, if it's Champ Kelly, I think they should extend Kuntz in the offseason because otherwise he could become really expensive next year when they start him and he starts racking up, 12, 13, 14 sacks.
So
Yeah.
going back to that, Al, before you jumped on, I brought up. What about if we get Leonard Williams? So it'll be Mad Max, Leonard Williams, Tyree Wilson, and Kuntz. That would be a dangerous D line.
So my issue with Leonard Williams is because I think that
He's played. Let me go back. Leonard Williams had his best years with Patrick Graham.
yeah, but this is my thing with Leonard Williams, right? So he is like a very good defensive tackle, but he's more of like a pass rushing defensive tackle, if that makes sense. And we already have that in Tyree Wilson. So Tyree Wilson's going to jump inside, be sort of like the pass rushing defensive tackle. What we need is like a fucking 350-pound gap eater in the middle, dude. Like we need just a stalwart in the middle of the defensive line to stop the run and eat two gaps at the same time. And Leonard Williams isn't that. Like, I'm not saying Leonard Williams, I would turn down Leonard Williams, but ideally we would need almost like a nose tackle type of body, dude. Like, I'm talking about like a 6'2", 6'3", 350-pound monster in the middle, just eating two gaps.
Hey, hey, look what Sister Holly just said. Re-sign Adam Butler.
Oh yeah, I agree.
69.
Yeah,
hmm
yeah, that was his jersey number.
I'm down for that.
And we found, by the way, guys, we actually found our number one corner. Jack
That's why
Jones, in my opinion, he's a
Jones,
number one corner. He's a number
Yep,
one corner, dude.
that guy's smart.
man,
I'll put it on I'll
oh,
put it on record right here, dude. I'm predicting 6 to 8 picks by Jack Jones next year.
yeah,
6
bro.
to 8 picks.
And the
Look,
thing is, too, he watches film on plays like the Chargers pick, the Kansas City pick. He knew where to be at the right time when that was going to happen because he watches a bunch of film. Like that's the one thing he does. And the other corner that I would love to have is freaking from Chicago, but that guy wants too much money. I'm good.
The only thing with Jack Jones, what concerns me is his character issues, guys. Because like
yeah,
he's I know AP will try to keep him in check because he knows him since high school, but that guy's kind of like, I'm
Hey,
sure we all had friends like this. These guys,
hey,
they're like fucking firecrackers, dude. Like you just
like
never know when they're
Cortez.
gonna go off.
Yeah.
You just like never know when they're gonna go off. Go ahead, Cortez.
yesterday he said something, oh, I'm happy, or something, oh, I love the Raiders media, the Patriots told me to leave early, don't shower, something like that, like he loves the Raiders
No, yeah, dude, he's definitely a Raider through and through, no doubt.
through and through. And like we gave him that, and then he put, if
It's a different
you're
culture.
a trash player with somebody, but after you could be somebody's treasure or something like that, he said. I forget how he.
That's facts, dude. That's facts. You just never know who's gonna turn you down, and yeah, that's facts.
And then plus that with and then our back end got pretty good at towards the end of the season too. And let's give out a shout out. I was one of the players that was highly on Robert Spillane, and that was an upgrade over Denzel Perriman through and through. Better in coverage. Got how many picks? 3.5 or 3?
Yeah, he must have gotten 3 or 4 picks.
Yeah, and they were talking like a lot of Raider fans did not like the pick, and a lot of them do now. And I was behind Robert Spillane.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I'm a big Robert Spillane fan. Like that's my next jersey that I'm gonna get, 41, Robert Spillane. And going back to AP, that's AP's lunch pal guy. Like he said in press conference, Robert Spillane played with a broken hand, got a pick with a broken hand after having surgery, had a cast on, picked it off with one hand, and was still playing like a dog. Mad Max, another dog.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Max just got surgery, so
Yeah,
that's
surgery. He's about to have surgery again on his thumb. He's gonna have to have thumb surgery. And plus that, we didn't know when he injured his knee, but that knee injury's been since the Buffalo game. Isn't that crazy to hear?
yeah, that shit blew up. It had like liquid, and apparently, like there was a risk of infection or something like that. It was wild.
Yeah, wild, wild.
So, Ghost, I have a question for you.
Shoot, man, go for it.
So going into this NFL 2024 NFL draft, what should we do with the number one pick, bro?
So
I
you
mean,
guys,
yeah.
you guys ready?
Go ahead.
I would choose the best offensive lineman in the draft.
Hmm.
The best offensive lineman in the draft, like
A
whatever
guard
that is.
or a tackle?
Ideally, I would get a right tackle because that shit's been a liability for like ever since Cortez was in diapers. Like that shit's been a minute, you know. Like
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time we had a viable right tackle.
Hmm.
But yeah, so I'd go like right tackle or like a nasty center or guard. For me, I've been down on Andre James for like the past 2, 3 years.
Right.
Like the dude gets mauled over by every defensive tackle in the league. He also snaps the ball like super slowly. It's like slow-mo. Like if you guys pay attention,
Hmm.
like he'll snap the ball, which is actually a liability because then the ball is snapped, then it's up in the air like a pump for like 3 seconds, which
Hmm.
means that Aiden O'Connell has like no time to like actually get the ball and like look down the field. Um, so yeah, I think I would get the best offensive lineman. Our defensive line, surprised me last year in terms of how good they were.
Okay.
But yeah, I would definitely like attack the draft by choosing the best offensive lineman. And people try to complicate things in terms of how football games are won, and it's like it's actually like very, very simple. Like whoever dominates the line of scrimmage on either side of the ball, offensive line or defensive line, usually wins the game. That's usually what I look at, like when I'm assessing teams. And our offensive line, I know it's ranked like top 10. For me, it doesn't necessarily pass the eye test as a top 10 offensive line. So I
Hmm.
would get some more talent there. I mean, it sucks because Alex Leatherwood from a couple years ago was supposed to be the answer at right tackle, and I don't
Yeah.
even know if he's in the league anymore.
No.
But yeah, dude, like I'd get like the best available
Salute
offensive
Thunder, my
lineman,
bad, gang.
and the other thing I was gonna say, Cortez and Dark. I mean, I don't want to put negative energy out there, but I'm concerned about Colton Miller. Like I'm
Oh,
Mhm.
concerned
oh,
about
like I
Colton
was
Miller.
just telling, or before you jumped on, I was just telling Dark, I rather move Colton Miller to the right side
I wouldn't, dude.
and
Yeah, I
use
would.
Theo Mumford on the left.
No, like I wouldn't do that because when available, Colton Miller is still one of the better left tackles in the league. And the other thing, like moving from left to right, it's almost, I've heard it described by people who played offensive line. It's almost like trying to write, if you're right-handed, trying to write with your left, and if you're
Mhm.
left-handed, trying to write with your right hand. So it's more complicated than it seems. But I'm concerned about Colton Miller because he missed several games down the stretch.
Right.
The dude's fucking 300 and what, 30 pounds at least, probably more. A lot of weight on those ankles, a lot of weight on those legs. I don't know if he could be 100% healthy going forward because a lot of these offensive linemen, once they get injured, it's a lot of start and stop type of shit. Like they're
Right.
good for a couple games, then they're off, then they're good. It's kind of like Cortez's mood. Like sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad. Like you just never know what you're gonna get, dude. So I just feel like we need the best offensive lineman possible in the draft. How about you, Dark?
I feel to take it back to your point, Colton Miller, he was actually drafted. Well, he was a right tackle coming out of college, and this was all an experiment from Tom Cable and Gruden to flip him on the other side, right? And it took him. Remember that first year he played, he was horrible. He was he was struggling, just like you were saying, to learn all of that, verbiage and skill and all that shit. Um, and that was a big mistake. If he would have had that guy on the right side, man, we would have been secure on that. But it didn't happen. I don't know. I want to draft a quarterback on the first round, but I don't know. I still have concerns about Aiden. But I have to trust on whoever gets hired as the defensive coordinator and see what he can do with him. If he can't, then just move on and draft somebody else. Because I
The
mean,
thing, yeah, the thing is, Dark. Like, I feel like
mm,
drafting a quarterback is such a crapshoot. And let's be
mhm.
honest, like us drafting in general, and then drafting quarterbacks outside of Derek Carr, as you know, he's outside of Derek Carr being I think a very good selection at quarterback. We
Right.
haven't been good at drafting QBs. Like,
Well,
we just haven't been, dude.
the thing is, let's argue that since Al Davis passed away, we were only drafting one quarterback in the first round, right? And that was Derek Carr. No, second round. That was it.
Yeah, second round.
So we never had the opportunity to draft a quarterback within the first round because Carl was kept us out of the little sweet spot between the 11 and first and 11 or 12, right? We always been on the 14, 16 around there, mid range. So besides that 1 year, I think, but Gruden decided not to use it on the quarterback. But I mean, who knows?
I think we could win with Aiden, dude. That's what I come down to. Like, I think we could win with him. Like,
Well, Aiden reminds me a lot of Carr, though.
And that's a bad
Is that
thing.
why you like him?
That's no, like for real, because these draft picks are so valuable, right?
Right.
These draft picks are so valuable. And I don't know if we could hit on a quarterback. I think it's easier to try to hit on an offensive lineman, whatever the best offensive lineman is, a guard or tackle or center, as opposed to like trying to pull all our chips in on the quarterback. And you know what pisses me off, Dark, is I'm sure you saw the reports come out after McDaniels got fired. Ziegler was actually pushing for CJ Stroud, and McDaniels didn't want him. Now imagine that.
Right.
Imagine if we had CJ Stroud, we'd be set at quarterback. Like we would be set at quarterback, and it seems like we're in. You know what sucks is like we're in quarterback purgatory right now, right? Like we don't know if Aiden's the guy or not.
Mhm.
I think I'm with you. Like I don't know if he is the guy or not, but like I think we could actually win with the kid if we build around him. If we build, and my mind state is build a fucking bully, dude. Like build a running game, build that offensive line, re-sign Jacobs on a team-friendly deal. Zeus proved to me at the end of last season that the dude could run, that he got better at seeing the holes. He's shifty, he's fast, he's strong. And I think we could ride with these dudes and build the fucking bully and try to win running football games, running the ball, playing good defense. I'm down fucking winning 10-7 as long as we're winning.
I
mean, we don't have to air it out, play keep away and shit.
Yep. And that's the style that AP is kind of doing with AP, but I mean with AOC. No, I get your point. I see it, but then at the same time, I'm like, experiment again with the guy that has similarities or kind of same tendencies with like Derek Carr. I've seen that already, and that's the thing. I don't want to relive that anymore. So, but yeah, I like your point though.
You're all traumatized, Dark.
Yeah, I am. PTSD to the core.
Did we lose? Did Cortez fall asleep on us or what?
Nah, I'm eating right now.
What's on the menu, dude?
Meatloaf?
No.
Hey, fool, what are you grubbing?
Show you right now.
Yeah, that's meatloaf, bro.
Those shrimp or what is that? I can't really see.
Not
meatloaf and
pollo. Pollo con chile.
Oh shit!
And then some papas, some arroz.
Cortez eating well, dude.
Yeah.
He's celebrating the AP win with a special meal.
Come on.
That's good. You got my boy. What's up, Yonder?
Salute Yonder. Salute Holly. Mike G. Who else is in the chat?
Milk
Breezy.
Milk. Salute. So I think most of Raider Nation was happy today.
Like 30% is all freaking Jim Harbaugh.
That's what you think?
What's up, Alfredo?
Whoever it is, we gotta be supportive,
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
No more the Patriot way though. That's it's gone. What do you think about Brady, like putting a halt on Mark Davis or getting on Mark Davis' ear and trying to postpone the hiring of AP?
It's weird, dude. If I were Mark, I'd be like, nah, dude, I run the show. Shit's weird. Which, by the way, reminds me, 22 years ago today, that was actually the Tug Bowl game. By the way, Cortez wasn't
And I
born
think
yet, but
Mark
yeah, it was,
waited till today.
Yeah, Cortez was still crawling, maybe. I don't know.
No. I was like 6, 7.
Oh, yeah, you were still playing with your little monitos. I was 14 at that time. The tuck roll, watching the Raiders play.
Oh yeah, I watched them play then.
hey fellas, I gotta do something real quick. I'll pop up on DSR. You guys can catch me there. Hey Cortez, pop up on
Yeah.
DSR. Fool, stop hating.
All right. All right, I'm about to end it in like 15. All right,
Oh.
see you, Dark.
All
All
right, fellas. Hey, all right, fellas. I'll be in the chat. Salute. Nice chatting with you guys. Peace out.
Hey, Ghost, thank you for joining us, brother. Yeah, we should do a live soon, bro. Thank you.
All right.
Be
Yeah,
safe,
dude,
bro.
hit me up. I'm around, dude. All right,
All
take
right,
care,
bro.
guys.
We'll hit
Bye.
you. Thank you again. We'll have the show soon again.
All right, guys. Go Raiders. Let's go.
Go Raiders.
No, fuck that, Hollywood. Nobody wants to go over there. I'm good.
Look at what Holly put up in the chat.
Yeah, TSR. What's up, John Leon? Salute, my guy.
Yep, salute.
Your favorite channel is about to go on live in about 14 minutes. I'm kidding, bro. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we will, Alfredo. I think we're
The
going.
only way that he does it is if he gets a head coaching job.
Nah, I think he's still gonna keep him for at least one more year.
Mm-hmm.
Because people are interested in him, though.
Yeah, as head coach.
Yeah, because they seen the turnaround as soon as McDaniels left the building.
Mm-hmm.
He just started making plays out there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wants to aspire to be a head coach, Alfredo. But he had the opportunity to be our head coach, but he didn't take it. Yeah, make sure you swallow your food, Cortez, before you speak. This guy. Well, yeah, no, like everybody else, man, I'm pumped. I'm excited to finally the wait is over, right? And we know who's going to be our head coach. Now I'm like concerned, but I trust that this team and this organization will hire the right person as OC, right? And from there, we're gonna find out what they're gonna do little by little as soon as the season ends and we can start signing people and free agents and whatnot. My biggest concern is to sign, get players on the like a guard, like 2 good guards and maybe a good right tackle. And we're set, bro. Maybe, yeah, we keep Parham. Is it Parham? Yeah, we keep him in the middle. I think he did it in college. He did it. Sorry, guys. He did it in college, but he didn't do so bad in the NFL. Those weeks that he was under center. So, so that should be interesting. We're set on wide receivers, I think. Our tight end. Let's see. You should get more help on the D. Maybe another good solid corner, a number 2 solid corner. Linebacker help. Little rotational pieces, bro, just to keep the legs fresh out there. Better than yeah, exactly, Holly. Better than him. Yeah, he did a great job. Like I said, he was doing a great job in college too. But this guy was moving around, so luckily that helped him out, and it helped us. It benefited us, right? And he's still on the rookie contract for I think for one more year. Yeah, no, definitely no. I say keep keep DA. Now we're gonna keep him for sure. We're not gonna trade him. No way in hell. Especially if we're gonna acquire a rookie or we keep Aiden. So yeah, it'd be stupid to trade someone like that. Now, if Harbaugh was in the picture, right, I would highly doubt if any of these star players would be in here because there would have been a full rebuild.
Hey,
But
Dirk,
thankfully, that didn't happen. What's up?
the show's gonna end in like 5 minutes.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, bro.
So let's close it down right now, bro.
I appreciate everybody up in the chat coming through. Holly.
Oh, hold on, Alfredo. I don't. For me personally, Alfredo, I don't think so.
Hey, if now with AP, I could see us move up to get Jalen Daniels.
Yeah, I want Daniels. Yeah, absolutely. I'm with Holly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only way we'll get it. But I don't know what the Bears will want to, or request for all that. So
Man, bro, they're gonna want packs.
yeah, definitely 2 or 3 number ones, and maybe a 2 and a 2 so something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want the Raiders to do all that crazy shit. So forget about it. That's why I say
I appreciate all of you guys for showing up to the show. Thank you again for Al, Sister Holly, Dark, all of you guys up in the chat for dropping good comments. We're gonna be doing the show back again soon. We just all have to agree on the day.
yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate the support and love,
Yep.
man.
Thank you guys. Much love to all of you guys.
Hit
It's
that
Raider
like button,
Nation.
subscribe if you're new, hit
Yep.
us up,
Hit us
comment down
up.
below. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yep. Appreciate all of you guys for showing up.
I'll see you guys around.
Yep. Yep. I'll see you. I'll talk to you.
All right, Cortez.
Thank you
Thank you,
guys
brother.
again. Raider Nation for life. AP for life. Let's go. We're about to run it. All right.
Peace out.
All right. Late. Wow.